also want to say that the fear about interracial dating for white people, I think also that want to keep it segregated, to keep races sticking together. I think it's also the fear of, like what you said about how if we keep mixing, then the white race will dwindle, because the way that our racism works is if you have any black in you, any black, a drop of black on you, you're considered black. So I think white people are scared because they won't be able to use the power of whiteness to manipulate us anymore, because they won't be the majority.
Well, that's just that with a lot of the census, it changes state from state. In Florida, it's if you have a single drop of black, you're considered African American. In some other states, you have to have so much percentage, and it just changes from state to state. And it's why can't
just be.
Why do we have to label?
Exactly. You have a question?
I have a friend, he is like totally white, but he just, I don't know, he says he's black. Like, he's so white that he's black, you know? So, what do you talk about?
Does he have black in him at all?
No. He just loves, like, the African American culture, and just like all the African American people. And he's like, I'm black too. I don't care.
Let him express himself. I don't know. I mean, I've always had those friends who were like really into my culture. And, oh my God, you guys are so cool. You know, I wish I could. You know, or I had this one friend tell me, oh, I was supposed to be born black, and I'm just like, how is that possible? I guess if they're interested in it, I guess I should be happy, because that's a lot better than someone throwing negativity at me, that they actually want to participate in, you know, my thing, because way back when, my thing wasn't necessarily a thing at all. It was something that's just, keep your thing over there. So, you know, I'm glad.
And
That's good.
like, and I think that's really cool. For me, like, I know, people will say to me, like, oh, they're like, oh, John's gay? Oh my God, he's so cool. I want to be his best friend. Let's go shopping. And, you know, I kind of see what you're saying. Like, it is somewhat of a compliment, but at the same time, it's like, okay, you only care to get to know me just because you know my sexuality. Like, you totally dismiss me being a human being and the rest of me. And to me, that's a form of tokenizing. You know, tokenizing me as that gay guy. Like, oh, you're my gay best friend. So, and I think that's very, I don't know, I just think that we should be careful about that.
That is true. That is the negative.
I think part of it too is that they might see you as like a novelty. They might see you as like something of like such a unique, like, you know, like representation of that thing that, you know, it's like they want to be involved in it, because, you know, that would make them, you know, maybe less, you know, less prone to be racist or discriminatory.
And
Yeah.
that goes too.
Yeah. And that's a whole other kind of racism. Yeah. Definitely.
Well, it's like, I don't know, like for me, when like I want to get to know someone different, it's like, it makes me feel like it's okay to be different. And like those, you know, like you guys, it's like, you know, you're standing up for who you are, and it's like, that makes people feel good about themselves.
Yeah, that is true.
And like to be around you is like just to have you like as friends. It's like, hey, it's okay to be different.
Yeah. Like, I don't.
And that's different. That's, what you're
that's
saying. That's totally different. And that's not tokenizing.
Yeah.
Tokenizing is when you say, like, I don't really know any racial examples because I'm not a
Well,
person
it's
of
like,
color.
oh, she's black. I'm going to be her best friend, so I don't appear to be as racist.
Yeah.
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 That's what we're meaning.
Yeah.
Or like, or when someone says, you know, you're my only black friend, but you know, you're the coolest black person I know, and I'm just kind of like, thanks. Right. It's kind of like, that's kind of
It's
tokenizing.
bittersweet.
Yeah, or like, you know, you're the coolest black girl I know. Okay, all right, but why did you have to put the black? Why can't I just be cool?
Yeah.
I think that what you're saying is really important. When people make, they're treating you like an exception. You're the, because if you're a cool black girl, it sort of suggests that all the other black women are less cool, right? And just by my knowing you, that gets me off the hook for whatever my issues might be, right? So I do think that what you were saying about tokenism is really important. If you know, it's like when we say, well, I have a black friend, so I can't be racist.
Exactly. Or we have Oprah Winfrey. We have Barack
Right,
Obama.
Barack Obama's the president, so racism is over.
All right, I think it's time for us to take a break. So we'll get back.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock, some people have to leave, so if you do.
Break.